In this video, I want to show you a tool to design RESTful APIs. And this is a problem I kept having at my day job. At my day job, I work at a larger software company, and often I would need to create definitions for REST APIs. I would need to discuss the changes and modifications I need to do to our existing APIs. And there was never really a structured way to do this. We primarily use REST, and what I want to show you here will only work for REST-ish APIs, will not work for protobufs or GraphQL. It is like REST and REST-ish, so APIs that use sort of the REST schema, but don't really apply to the REST specification. For these kinds of APIs, this tool will work. But as I said, I kept running into this problem where I wouldn't have a structured way to discuss API design with my colleagues. And this is why I want to show you this little tool here. It's called API Fiddle. You can find it under API-fiddle.com. And as soon as you open this API, this editor will pop up. And here you can design your API. It is basically like this Open API editor. The big advantage here is that you don't have to learn the Open API syntax. So you don't have to be a master of JSON schema and also the rest of the Open API specification. You can basically just whip it up, and it's a GUI, it's a graphical editor for REST APIs. Let's start with an example here. If you open the example, it opens a bookstore example for this API, and you can basically see that we have several endpoints here, or operations, so HTTP verbs along with a URL path, get post, another get endpoint, and then a delete operation here. And this way you can design your API, you can add operations, you can make this into a patch method here, and then say, I don't know, the URL path is like cats / let's call this like ID as like a URL parameter, and then you create this patch endpoint here. And you can see this preview here, which just renders a representation of this endpoint. What is super useful is that you can copy this representation and that's just embedded into Slack or into any technical documents that you have. And this tool also renders like an Open API representation of your API, if that is what you want or need. So you can copy this, but another cool thing is that you can share this workspace or your API design directly with your colleagues. You can just click the share button here and then copy this link and simply send this link to one of your colleagues or someone who should check out this API design. They can then make modifications and then send you these modifications, and then you can have a discussion about the API design. For me, this is super useful since I've always been looking for a way to have more structured conversations around API design. And I thought it might be useful for you as well. So I hope you found value in this short video. Let me know if it helped. Leave a like, leave a comment, and see you in the next video.